Happy Information Wednesday, Chalyce McQueen here. Per my teaser, I'm going to get into some red flags to be aware of if you're involved in an auto accident. Before I do that, I want to give you a quick little to-do list to make sure that you're setting yourself up for the best success. So depending on what kind of officer shows up to the scene of the accident, they may do a vehicle exchange form. But if they don't, you want to make sure that you do your own, where you're exchanging basic contact information for both you and the other driver, as well as getting their insurance information. You also want to make sure you take detailed photos of both your vehicle and the other vehicle involved. And then, of course, take down the police report number. Reason being is the police report is on average taking about 30 to 180 days to be received by the insurance companies, which means that we're having some severe lag time when it comes to determining complete fault for somebody involved in the accident. Now that you have your quick little do list, I want to go into what prompted this conversation. So last week, a client of mine was involved in an accident where they were hit by a State Farm driver. What I mean by that is a driver insured by State Farm. And they were basically sideswiped, and also kind of hit in the rear. We'll make a long story short. State Farm immediately reached out to my customer via a texting app and asked them to upload photos of their vehicle, which they did right away. And within 48 hours, State Farm had sent them approval for $1,500, not ever having the car inspected. The car wasn't even in the body shop yet. No one actually looked at it. They didn't even take into consideration any medical that may have been existing. And this was State Farm's tactic to go ahead and try to mitigate any future loss that they are going to have to pay out. And the reason State Farm did this is just based on the accident. A lot of times we're able to determine how someone's hit, who was at fault. And so in this, as I was saying, in this instance, because of State Farm's immediate payout, I'm going to assume they're taking on full responsibility. But guess what? My client's vehicle went into the shop this Monday, so a week later, and there is a $4,200 estimate to get his car fixed. Well, you all can do the math. $4,200 minus $1,500 is a large variance that someone's going to have to pay. And how this works is whenever you receive an insurance payout, you're also waiving your rights, any further mitigation, subrogation, lawsuits, etc. So how this could have went down is, in essence, he almost bypassed farmers and us doing our due diligence and making sure our client's taken care of, and would have almost accepted a payout for less than 50% of what he even needs to have to replace the vehicle. So do not ever take anything from the other insurance company without going through your claims adjuster. It is our job to protect you guys and make sure that you're being taken care of. And then, of course, you're not on the hook for any further liability or any as I was saying, any outstanding money is maybe owed to you or the other party. But while we're on the topic of auto accidents, it's important to kind of do some housekeeping and make sure you have the protection that you need. And one of those features definitely is rental car. We're seeing body shops take an average of 4 to 5 times longer than they were before. Even something that is minor is taking 2 to 3 weeks. And if it's a major accident, it could be taking months, which of course leaves you without a vehicle. And if you don't have rental car on your policy, you are going to be in a pickle. Not to mention, if you do have rental car on your policy, it's important that you look at your limits, because we're seeing rental car rates through the roof as well. And once your limit is hit on your policy, you are kind of SOL and having to pay out of pocket. So it's important to review all the limits and coverages to make sure that you have the protection that you need and that you deserve. Remember to ask yourself, are you protected? As always, I'm here to be a resource for you. You can give me a call at 602-525-5665 or email me at Cmcqueen@farmersagent.com. We'll see you next week.